The tribal chief has just revealed a side of himself that the WWE Universe has rarely, if ever, seen before. During the SmackDown New Year celebration, after delivering an earth-shaking return and making a powerful championship statement, Roman Reigns finally broke his silence. But this time, it was not about gold, dominance, or standing at the head of the table. Instead, the conversation turned deeply personal. Roman Reigns spoke about family. He spoke about loyalty. And most importantly, he spoke directly about his injured cousin, Jacob Fatu. The emotion in the room was unmistakably real, and the message he delivered to the Samoan werewolf may have just rewritten the entire direction of WWE's biggest family saga heading into 2026. What unfolded was not just another promo segment. It was a rare glimpse into the human side of one of the most dominant figures in modern WWE history. The tribal chief, known for his cold precision and calculated authority, allowed the walls to drop for a moment. And if you truly want to understand how deep and unpredictable the bloodline story is about to become, this is one moment you cannot afford to overlook. Make sure you subscribe and stay locked in, because the road ahead is about to get even more intense. Welcome, WWE Universe, to what is quickly becoming one of the most emotionally powerful moments of the new year. The first SmackDown of 2026 was already positioned to be historic. Roman Reigns made his long-awaited return alongside a fully unified Usos, and together they celebrated their continued championship dominance while boldly setting their sights on the Royal Rumble. The arena was alive with energy. The crowd was roaring. Confetti filled the air as the bloodline once again stood tall at the top of the mountain. But then, in a move that no one in the arena saw coming, everything shifted. Instead of continuing to bask in the glory of the moment, Roman Reigns deliberately pulled the spotlight away from himself and redirected the attention toward a fallen member of the family. Inside a private celebration room filled with some of the most powerful figures in professional wrestling, the mood suddenly transformed. What began as a victory gathering quickly turned into something far more serious and far more personal. For months now, a quiet shadow has hovered over the Anoa'i dynasty. While the bloodline has continued to plot its conquest and tighten its grip on WWE, one of its most dangerous and unpredictable forces has been missing from the battlefield. Jacob Fatu, the man fans know as the Samoan werewolf, has been out of action ever since a brutal and still unsolved backstage attack in October left him suffering from a severe dental injury. It was an incident that shocked insiders and halted one of the fastest rising waves of momentum in the company. Before the injury, Fatu had been riding an incredible surge, highlighted by his United States Championship victory at WrestleMania 41. Many believed he was on the verge of becoming an even more central figure in the bloodline's expansion. But in an instant, everything stopped. The injury sidelined him physically, but perhaps more importantly, it left an emotional gap within the family itself. And that absence has raised a serious question for Roman Reigns and this newly reinforced bloodline. Can any dynasty truly claim total dominance when one of its most dangerous weapons is missing? The physical threat of Jacob Fatu has been gone, but so has a piece of the family's identity. The silence surrounding his condition and the mystery behind the attack have only intensified the tension behind the scenes. The setting for this powerful moment was the private post-SmackDown New Year celebration. Roman Reigns stood at the center of an extravagant room, calm and composed, with Jimmy and Jey Uso positioned firmly at his sides. Their custom championship plates reflected the bright overhead lights, symbolizing victory and control. At first glance, the mood was confident and triumphant, exactly what you would expect from the most dominant faction in WWE. Then Roman Reigns slowly raised his hand and called for silence. In that instant, the entire atmosphere changed. The celebration energy faded, replaced by a heavy stillness that filled the room. Reigns' demeanor shifted visibly. The confident tribal chief gave way to something more measured, more reflective, and far more serious. This was no longer about celebration. This was about family business. Tonight we celebrate our strength, Reigns began, his voice lower and more deliberate than during his earlier in-ring appearance. But we do not forget our own. We are a family. And a family protects its own. It lifts its own. And it waits for its own. He paused, allowing every word to settle over the silent room. Then came the message that truly captured the moment. Jacob, cousin, we see you, Reigns continued. We know the fire that's burning inside you while you're forced to sit still. That fire is exactly what makes you the weapon this family forged. And when the time is right, the whole world will feel it. The message was unmistakable. Roman Reigns was not just acknowledging Jacob Fatu. He was warning the entire WWE landscape that the bloodline is far from complete, and when the Samoan werewolf returns, the balance of power could shift in a dramatic way. Now the speculation begins. Was this simply a heartfelt family moment, or was it the first signal of a massive return being planned behind the scenes? With the Royal Rumble rapidly approaching, the timing could not be more interesting. A surprise appearance by Jacob Fatu on one of WWE's biggest stages would instantly send shockwaves through the company. So now the question goes directly to you, WWE Universe. What did you think about Roman Reigns showing this rare emotional side? When do you believe Jacob Fatu will make his explosive return? And if he does appear at the Royal Rumble, who should be on the receiving end of the Samoan werewolf's fury? Drop your predictions and theories in the comments below, because the conversation is just getting started. And if you want to stay ahead of every twist, every return, and every power move in this evolving bloodline saga, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications right now. The story of 2026 is being written week by week, moment by moment, and right here is where you stay one step ahead of it all.